Hi there, my name's Lucy and I studied international tourism management in postgraduate and undergraduate at the University of Lincoln. So before my journey with the university, I went to a college called West Suffolk College and I studied a BTEC diploma in travel and tourism. And at that point, I never realised at all that I could maybe go to university. And one day there was a careers fair and I met a lovely representative from the University of Lincoln who pointed out that there was a really great tourism programme at the university, which I then picked up a prospectus and I went home and I had a chat with my parents and I booked onto an open event the very next day. We then went to Lincoln and I just immediately fell in love with the place. The campus is beautiful and the facilities were just phenomenal and everything was so accessible in Lincoln. You know, you can get from one end of the city to the other in just walking distance, and the campus is so close to student housing and halls of residence. So it was really a no-brainer for me, and I spoke to some fantastic lecturers while I was there who really made the course stand out, and at the time, and they still are, one of the top universities for tourism management. So really for me, I knew that if I was going to go to university and go anywhere for it, it was to Lincoln only. It had stolen my heart a bit. My university experience was a roller coaster, but an absolutely fantastic one. I had a wonderful experience. I loved all of my modules from the start to the finish, all from my first year all the way through to my master's degree. They're all very much tailored for the current situation where the world is at, and I think that's really important. Everything is very on trend and you're taught by industry professionals and people who have been in the industry for so long, and I think that really has an impact on the way we teach other people. I felt that the array of assessments were really great as well. I've made portfolios, individual essays, group work, presentation work, and business challenge type things where, again, you get to work with people from outside of the uni that the university has made connections with. So you can work with people running companies and tourism enterprises, which gives you a real insight into the world of work that you'll be eventually going into, which is, again, it gave me everything I needed to know about where I wanted to go and why I was working so strongly for it. The lecturers as well for the course were phenomenal. I couldn't fault the teaching system that the international tourism management course had. They were brilliant at providing guidance and support and making it very well known that you were in the right place and that you were doing great work regardless of whether you felt sometimes that you weren't doing your best. They really did push you into getting the best grades you could, which is why I came out with fantastic grades from the university. Like I said, the course provides many opportunities for networking with industry professionals and your lecturers, and you know, you're very much encouraged to get out into the world and to meet people because they do sometimes become your employers in the future. The course has had such variety as well in terms of modules. So I had a crisis module in crisis management, and I actually got to go to Sri Lanka, which was a life-changing experience for me, and it was totally eye-opening, and it is just something I couldn't have done without the university. And again, the university has such incredible connections with other universities around the world and you know, through different enterprises. So I got to go to the crisis ministry in Sri Lanka, which was, again, incredible. Throughout my time at university, for 2 years I played women's rugby union, which has been my favourite sport since I was young, and I haven't been able to play since I was young given the area I grew up in. But the university had a women's team and I joined that immediately when I got there. I went to the Sports and Societies Fair, and I remember seeing the rugby stand and thinking that's exactly what I wanted to do, and it was fantastic playing for them for 2 years. It's a great way to socialise, and I met so many close friends and friends that will be my friends for the rest of my life on that society. And that's being a part of that society, I also went on 2 rugby tours to both Croatia and Italy, which again were incredible fun, incredible memories, and it was a brilliant part of uni was joining that society and having that time with them. Another thing I loved about going to university in Lincoln was the Engine Shed, a venue that holds loads of live events, and that's where the majority of the nightlife goes on in Lincoln, and I've seen most of my favourite bands in that venue, and it just holds such amazing memories for me and brilliant vibes, and the city just bounces on those nights that those bands are there. Throughout my time at uni, I did struggle occasionally with self-confidence issues and sort of not truly believing in maybe myself and in my ability to write and my ability to research. And I think it was dealt with fantastically by the staff at the university. There are so many areas at the university, such as, you know, careers advice and student support, as well as your lecturers. So whether you have any doubts in terms of finance, careers, what you want to do after university, there is people at the university that are so happy to talk to you about it, and it's a really loving place to go and chat to someone who does really care. And you know, the university is such a community, and you never feel like you're alone when it comes to struggling with anything. If it comes to writing or reading or anything, or finding resources and stuff, there is always someone at the university that can help you out with it. I realised in my time as an undergraduate student that I'd actually really fallen in love with research, and I wrote my dissertation. It was a bit of my passion project, and you know, I had people behind me that said this is really good research, and that was what encouraged me to do the best I could in my third year at university. I ended up graduating my undergraduate with a first class honours, and graduating in the cathedral in Lincoln is just one of the most proudest moments I've ever had, and it's a really wonderful day. I really loved my time at Lincoln. I still hold it very close to my heart, and I think about it so often, but I ended up not wanting to leave when my undergraduate came to an end, so I stayed at the university to do my postgraduate in international tourism management, and I ended up recently graduating from that with a distinction, which was amazing for me, and another really, really proud moment of mine. And my dissertation that I wrote in that in my postgraduate is now in the stages of publication. So again, more proud moments for me that have stemmed from the amazing support that Lincoln gave me. I feel like I'm very set up with life skills that the university has to offer. You know, you gain more personal skills as well as an education from Lincoln, which is definitely one of the things that I say is one of the best parts about Lincoln, is that you're built up in the skills that you know you can take with you for the rest of your life, and they make you into the young adults that you become. And I feel so confident, and I feel so ready to start in the world of work now, and I can't wait to do it. Thank you very much.